Hey, what's up, guys? This is Darwin Rodriguez, DR Auto. On this video, I wanted to show you how to change the brakes on this 2013 Ford Focus. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let's do this. Okay. First thing we're gonna do here is lift up the car so we can take the tires off and do these brakes. This brake is not hard at all to do. It's a really easy job to do if you have the right tools. Okay. In this case, we're gonna use a number 7 Allen socket. I'm sorry, and to get these bolts out. So first we got to take these little covers off, and then we use this number 7 socket, Allen socket, to get these bolts all the way out. These bolts have to come out all the way. Okay, so let's do this. Let's get these bolts all the way out. Okay, it's not a hard job at all. The only thing you'll need, and you'll see in a little bit, is that special tool to compress the caliper. If you have that tools, it's really easy job to do. So first thing, we gotta get these bolts out of the way. So this is the one, okay, and get the top one off now. Okay, you can use a power tool if you want. In this case, I'm just using a regular ratchet. So if you don't have a power tool, you can use a regular ratchet like I'm doing right here. Okay, guys, if you like this video, if you think this video is helpful for you, please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button if you like it so far. Okay, so right now what I'm doing here, I'm just gonna, since I got the 2 bolts out, we're just gonna have to push this one out a little bit with the screwdriver to get them off completely. And now we're gonna get this this pin out just with the screwdriver. Just put the screwdriver in like you see it in the video and get that spring out. It's very easy. And then take then you can move your caliper out. You can even use a screwdriver, or you can do it by hand. It's not hard at all. Now you can get the brakes out. Okay. And here showing you these 2 little holes in there. That's where you put your caliper compress tool to compress the caliper. Here's you can see the brakes are really bad. Those brakes are almost hitting the metal. Here's the tool we're gonna use to compress these calipers. And if you want to know what I bought these tools, I'm gonna left the link down in my description, so you can click on the link and go and see where did I got these tools from. And these tools are really cheap. I think I only paid like $30 for it, maybe a little less than $30. So go ahead, and if you want to buy it, just click on the link below in my description, and you can get it for about that price. Okay, this is the little adapter. This tool has so many adapters, but in this case we're gonna use one that fit this caliper. Okay. And this is the actual caliper compress tool. This is what we're gonna be using to compress the caliper. In this case, we're gonna have to take that like kind of like a half a moon thing. We put it through the handle, and then you can put it on the caliper, and then as you set it up in the little holes. And now you can loosen up that nut to get it tight. Okay, loosen them up a little bit, and then that's you're gonna need a 7/8 wrench for that nut right there. So okay, so you get the 7/8 wrench and loosen them up a little bit, and then now you can turn it by hand. You can start turning the clamp like that. Okay. And then as you turn it, you can loosen up that nut a little bit, because the caliper is compressing now, so it's going down. So if that nut doesn't turn, then you don't have to use the wrench. but since it's turning a little bit, I'm using the wrench. But if the nut doesn't turn, you can just keep compressing the caliper like I'm doing right now, okay? And you're gonna see that it's gonna go all the way in, okay? Just keep compressing it till till a stop. It's gonna get to a stop, and then you know you're done, okay? Compressing the caliper, okay? So here we go. Okay, now it got to stop. Now it won't go no more. That means you know it's you all the way in. Okay, now we can remove the tool by gotta use the wrench to remove the tool. Okay, what you're gonna do now? You're gonna turn that nut, tie that nut a little bit, and then you can get that tool off. Okay, now your caliper is compressed all the way in. Okay. Okay. Now, what I recommend all the time is, well, this is the brakes we're gonna be using on this in this 2013 Ford F-150s, the DG1564 Duralax. They're ceramic. I always recommend ceramic brakes because they not as dusty as the metal brakes. Because the metal brakes create a lot of dust, and the ceramic brakes they don't create too much dust, so they don't make you the better one will make your rims really dirty, and you're gonna see a lot of dust in your rims and all over your tires. So with the metal brakes, so I always recommend to use ceramic brakes. Okay, so these are ceramic brakes, and this is what I'm using on this case. Okay, I also gonna left the link where I got the brakes from on the in my description if you guys want to buy them. Okay, I'm not getting any money by doing this. It's just to help you guys if you guys wanted to get the brakes where I got it from. But that's up to you. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, these are the new brakes now. Okay, and you can see the difference between the new one and the old one. The old one is almost reaching the meter. You don't want to wait till you hit the meter, because if you hit the meter, then you're gonna damage your rotor, and then it's gonna be a major problem and more money involved, because then you're gonna have to change your rotors, and your rotors are really expensive, than the brakes. So you always want to change it before you hitting the meter. Okay, so this is the right time to do this, to change it, because it was close to the meter. So now these are the new ones. Okay, now this one, the one with the clips, the one with that clip, the one has the clip, the other one doesn't have the clip. The one with the clip will go in the inside, on the inside of the caliper. So the one with the clip will always go inside. Now the one without the clip will go outside. Okay. Now what I like to do, and I always like to do that, is put a little bit of grease on the brakes and with the on the caliper bracket. I always put a little bit of brake. Make sure you use a grease, especially made for brakes, not regular grease. So I put a little bit of grease there, a little bit of grease there, and all four corner where you put the brakes on. So just to stop it from making noise, and also put a little bit on the brake pad on the back, on the back of the brake pad, just a little bit, just to that will help to stop stop it from roasting, and also stop it from making noise and stuff like that. So a little bit there and a little bit on the other one would do it. That's all you need to do, just a little bit. Perfect. Okay, now we're gonna put the brakes. We put the one with the clip inside, and the one without the clip in the outside. Now we can put the caliper back in. Okay. All right. Once you put the caliper back in, now we can get your bolts and put a little bit of grease on this bolt. This is very important to put grease on these bolts, because these bolts, the caliper slides on this bolt. So you always want to be free and you want this caliper to slide back and forth very, very easy. So you always want to have grease on these bolts. Okay, so put a little bit of grease and then we can put them in. Do the same thing with the other one. Put a little bit of grease on it, and then we can put them in. Okay. Now it's always very important. It's very important to put the bolts started by hand. You don't want to use the power tool. You don't want to use a ratchet or anything. You want to do by hand. You want to make sure you get a couple of threads by hand before you can use the ratchet. That way you know you're not gonna mess up the threads, because it happened to me before, and I'm talking about my own experience. So you always want to start the bolts with your hands before using the ratchet or the or any power tools. Okay. So now here I'm starting it by hand, and then I use the ratchet. Okay. Now we're gonna tie this all the way up. Get it tight. You don't need to over tighten, because you can strip the thread. So you want to make sure you tighten it, but not over tight. You can see that I don't put the whole lot of pressure on it when I'm tightening it. See, that's more than enough. Okay. Now you can get that. Now all you have left is the clip on the front, and the clip is very easy to put in. Make sure you put the clip in the little holes in there. Put one side first, put the hole, then you put the other hole, clip in the hole, and then you push it. Put your hand till you got it. Okay. You hold it in the hole, and then you push it down till you get it on the back of the caliper, on the bracket. Okay. Now I just push it a little, make sure that they're all the way in the hole, and then that's it. That's all you need to do. Now your brakes are done. I'm not going to do the other side because it's exactly the same procedure. So exactly what we did on this side is the same thing to do the other side. So I just going to do left this video up to here, because it's the same procedure. Right side, left side is the same thing. So now you know how to do this. It's easy enough to do it. You can do it on the floor. You don't need to have a lift. For me, it is a little bit easier because I have the lift. But you can also do it on your house, in your garage, even on the street. You can you can have a little jack, jack them up a little, and then do it, on the floor. But it's as far as if you have the tools, then you're good. Okay, and that tools, like I said, it's not too expensive. Okay, the tools is probably around a little less. I think it's about $30, maybe a little less than that. Okay, so that's all for this video, guys. I hope you enjoy, and if you like the video, subscribe. Thank you, guys.